Hey everybody, I'm Nick Griffin here, and welcome to Moonlighter. This is a game that I technically kickstarted. I was planning on kickstarting it, and I tend to back things very late, last minute, and the time got away from me. But they were kind enough to let me back them in other ways, which most are willing to do. But Moonlighter this is a pre-alpha. This is, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, this is the Backers Edition version 0.10.9. They are looking for feedback and stuff like that, and they said we are more than welcome to make videos. And I, now that I have an empty Sunday slot, am totally willing to, at the very least, tinker with this game just a little bit. Some backstory. If you have played the game Reciteer, you will have a decent idea of what's going on in this game. If you haven't, the main premise is that our main character, is a shop owner. We sell goods to travelers, etc., etc. And we moonlight, if you're not familiar with the term, doing something on your personal time, like a project or something, is called moonlighting. There are some different definitions or specifics to what it may or may not entail based on your job. It's not particularly important. In this case, it is just simply that we are moonlighting ourselves as adventurers and using those adventures that we have to help our shop along. That was fun. Alright, we are going to go to a new game. I don't know if I can use a controller here. I can. I'm going to see if the controller is good. I have not hit start on this at all. In a distant world, strange ruins appeared. Mazes full of strange items and enemies from other worlds. The dungeons, that's how they were called by the people who approached to burgle them. Ryonoka was the name given to the village that germinated around them. Two types of people founded Ryonoka, heroes and merchants, the former looking for fame, the latter looking for gold. Now, 70 years later, dungeons are not as prosperous as they used to be, and life is harder than ever, especially for the oldest shop in Ryonoka, Moonlighter, and its youngest owner, Will. So we're Will. Also, I should mention, it has a very Binding of Isaac feel to it, which instantly made me love it. We move around. Left trigger to dodge roll. Left bumper. Doesn't look like anything. Okay. This is obviously the tutorial. This is really smooth. I like it. Left trigger to dodge roll. I don't know how much this dodge roll is like Gungeon. In terms of dodging stuff, we'll find out. Ooh. So we can clear pretty big gaps. Okay. I think that's supposed to show that we can dodge roll over enemies. Oh, and to dodge bullets. So yes, it is like Gungeon. Press A to use our broom. Okay, so that 10 is how much damage we're dealing. It looks like we can pick stuff up with the right trigger, but we can also pick it up. Okay, you hold it and they kind of gravitate towards you. Okay, so we press... Interesting. Okay, it's a charge attack. I don't know how much these heal. Interesting. Okay, and this is saying if there's enemies, their chests are locked. If not... Okay, so... We can press A to grab and hold a stack, B to back, left button to move all. Interesting. So far, so good, though. Oh, cool, and you can use the right trigger to see what they are. Designed to carry gleaming water. Sellings and reactions. Popularity neutral. Hardened steel. It's a key material in the golem's structure. It's probably used to carry valuable liquids. Broken sword had some kind of ritual value, but it's barely useful anymore. Remains of an old foundry used for metal smelting. Okay, you can use the right stick to move up and down quickly. That to change how it's sorted. Cool. Okay. I have a feeling we're supposed to die in this room. Yes, we were supposed to die in this room. Ah, poop. Yeah, we're just supposed to die in that room. It's, if you noticed, it was a dead end, so. And look at who this is. Reminds me of Kami. No, not of Kami. Why can't... Give me a second. Master Roshi. Thank you. Sorry. Don't know why I said Kami. Anyway, if you don't know Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, don't even worry about it. Poor boy. Even if you are alone now, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Guess it's time to rest. Ooh. This is cute. Home, shop. So we can go from home to shop and shop to home. Xenon. He has been so curious about the dungeon since he was a child. So is this our dad, or is this just like another older guy? Wow, he even found some of Crazy Pete's notes. I wonder what happened to that loony. Good morning, Will. How is the little merchant doing? Listen, Will. I know you don't have any relative here to help you. Okay, so he's not our father. It's something common among merchant families. We venture into the dungeons to benefit from the items we find there. But in return, they take our life slowly but steadily. Even though a merchant pendant takes you out of the dungeon when you faint, but then damage to your body is already inflicted. Use the pendant before things get too serious. And please, stop using that broom of yours. It's dangerous to go alone into the dungeons. Take this old sword I used back in the day. You gotta have the cameo to Zelda. Well, Link, you know what I mean. You gotta. It's just so classic at this point. It's dangerous to go alone. Yeah, using the controller seems like the way to go. I don't know. I'm gonna be a little torn on this one since I use the keyboard with Isaac. But I think there's just too many buttons. I like the dodge roll being where it is. I don't know. Anyway, well, that being said, get up and we'll try to sell some of your items you kept in your pockets. Remember, your grandpa was a great friend of mine. I'll try to teach you some tricks he used when selling. And so then this is the other part of the game. Oh. Nope, we can sleep. Okay, it's not going to let us interact with anything else just yet. It's a little jumpy when you're transitioning. Come on, open the shop so customers can buy those items. Selling an item depends on several variables: customer purchase level, item value, and item demand. Okay, so this is going to be a hand-holding tutorial, and that's okay. Oh, okay, or not. So I have to talk with you? Oh, I have to open the shop. Okay, so he has a good reaction to it. That expression was the best you can get from a customer. Not too cheap nor too expensive. Pay attention to the visitor's expressions when they look at your prices. They will help you set a fair price for them. So 75 is what we had for it before. This one is priced at 188. He's going to have a bad reaction to it. That one meant it was too expensive. Finally, be careful when selling an item too much. Once you satisfy people's need for an item, you'll have to offer them a better price. So make sure to make more profit when there's higher demand for an item. Take a look at your merchant notebook. There you can find every info available about the items you sell. Okay. Cool. So it tells us at the bottom it heals 25% of your HP. And then it says at 75 we got a happy reaction. At 188 we got a disappointed reaction. Wow, look at the time. Oh, look what time it is. That will be everything for now. You will discover the rest on your own. Make sure you bring back the glory to this shop. I know you can. It runs in your blood. Now let's go out so you can try your new sword at the dungeons. At night, dungeons are more dangerous, but also more profitable. Remember, at night dungeons are more dangerous, but also more profitable. Okay, you already said that. Looks like all these signs are pointing to the dungeon. Oh, nice. I've got a shield now. Okay. So I'm limited in the ones that I can enter. The other ones have boards on them. Golem Dungeon 1. So we kind of got a 3 combo here. The range of this is a little frustrating. A solid root of an underground plant. Doesn't seem like it's going to be particularly helpful. Strong but flexible material used by tangles to protect themselves. What happens? Okay, that hurt a lot. Ouch. I'm going to die. I am severely wounded. Okay, so I don't know how to use my pendant, so I'm trying to not get in range. Oh, come on. Okay, I get to start over? How many lives do I get? I don't know how many lives I get. I think I might just get infinite lives, or, you know, for this one. There's something over here. What is this? Nope. Okay, just a window. Wasn't sure if there's, like, a shop mechanic there. To anyone who finds this message, my life is fading out. After fighting that strange creature, my pendant is broken. I am to remain here, locked up in the dungeon I have studied for so many years. That creature, I saw it once getting out of a room in the 3rd floor. Though an impressive door, but when it noticed me, it ran away. He left a couple of items really similar to our pendants. Now I think that creature has come back to take them. Has come to take them back. Those items, I spent some days studying them. Hope you can find some notes near them, with their attributes. Please, to anyone reading this, find that door in the 3rd floor. It is linked to the 5th door of Rhinoka. The strange cube is similar to the pendant we merchants use. By a high amount of gold, it creates a portal to get out of the dungeons. What makes this item really valuable is that the portal created can be used to return to the dungeon without it regenerating. Due to its shape, I've decided to call the other item the mirror. This item seems to have been created to work with the other 2 items. As they require gold to work, this item gives the user gold by throwing common items into it. I wonder where do these items go? So these are very important items for the rest of our adventure. Dropping an item here will give some gold, allowing to use the merchant pendant. More gold is required to activate it. Seems to be inactive in closed rooms. Interesting. So if we throw this stuff in here... Interesting. Oh, and we do have a date. Well, the door is closed, so I can't get out. I don't think these are useful things. Like a broken sword doesn't seem useful to me, so... I think they're forcing me to use the merchant thing, which... I don't know what the difference between on your person versus in your bag. Since I can't leave... We opened one chest, we killed 16 things. Okay. So now it is moved from day... Or it has moved from night to morning. Let's explore. Oh, this is our shop. I have no idea. Oh, okay, I don't think it's... You don't price the whole stack. And until I sell it, I'm not going to have any idea. Oh gosh, this is literally just everything. Yeah, okay. I thought I wanted to change that. It didn't change. I'm just gonna be pricing everything at 100 because I have no idea. Oh. How do I combine stacks? Maybe 5 is the max stack for these. Yeah, looks like it. No. Let's talk to people. When I was young, I wanted to became. I've got some feedback. I wanted to become a merchant, but it was really hard to obtain a merchant pendant. Most merchant pendants used today were found when the dungeons were discovered. Since then, finding new merchant pendants has become a can of worms. Who's this? Ah! Own 1. Spear for noobs in video game demos. 4,000, nice. Jelly with many curative properties extracted from slimes. Okay, so we could have used that to heal. Was probably used to carry valuable. Like it's 250, 750, 625. I'm gonna get some really happy customers. Okay, maybe I make these 200 and this 150, and that's probably good. There's an old saying, dungeons at night are harder, but gold shines brighter. Yeah, so we could probably go back into a dungeon right now. But we want to explore everything. Okay, so we can buy... Oh, we can craft things. Oh my. Oh, there's so many things going on here. I like it. Oh, we can upgrade our damage from 20 to 27, but it requires some of those things, which I probably gutted to escape. Cool. So it costs 30 gold and some jelly. Or you can just buy one for 75. Or 50% for... Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to buy the recipe first, and then we can combine them. I'm gonna have to try that when I have some royal jelly, but I kind of, you know, sold it all. I could, of course, buy that, but I'm not going to. Okay, that's the edge. Sure, let's talk with everybody. I've heard the Wooden Hat is the only shop open at night. I'm sure she makes more profit that way. Items found in chests are known as culture items because they seem to have been used by other civilizations. Okay, cool. If you faint inside of a dungeon without a merchant pendant, the dungeon you will eventually get rid of you. But enemies will keep attacking you until then. That's why merchants need those pendants and heroes don't. Yeah, there's some proofreading needed on that text box. Tomo. Oh, I gotta wonder if that's a reference to Northernlion, because his cat's name is Tomo. Or one of his cats' names is Tomo. People used to think items were generated in the dungeons, but the recent decrease in number of items found suggested they are a limited resource. Oh gosh, I can swing my sword. Yo! That sword seems like one of my toys. Yeah, no it's not. Redmond. People say there are less and less items to be found in the Golem Dungeon. Ooh. So, ooh, that was interesting. When I first talked to him, the recipe was all 9s. And then the second I moved, it flashed away. Okay. So we can use these to craft armor and give ourselves HP and other things. Oh, we can upgrade. Fun. So maybe I don't want to sell all those things, is basically what's going on. Oh my. Okay. So we'll find out which of these are valuable. Maybe I don't want to sell those things. People in Rhinoka are so used to dungeon items that they have become part of our lives and food. Suddenly, I don't want to sell any of these things. Actually, the water lamp I do. And it was good at... I think it said 200? Oh, I see. The lamps, these I don't need. But 100 seemed good for them. I don't think these are very valuable. Interesting. I'm looking at the right side. If you notice, it hovers over what I will immediately go to look up. But if I move off of something, it's moving back to the golem heart. Obviously, you can't tell there. No idea if this is going to be good. Okay. Oh, that's good for a water lantern, I guess. Oh, did I actually sell a whole stack of 5? I sold a whole stack of 5 for 100. Okay, so mistakes were made. Dang it. That was my bad. So now it's nighttime. Anook maybe his Prosper says it used to be, nevertheless, a lot of us come to visit it and get a souvenir from the dungeons. Okay, so all the others are still barred. This is gonna be the last thing we do this episode. Oh, I can use the left bumper to switch between weapon sets. Okay, cool. I like that. Oh no! You're stealing my loot. Ow, that hurt. When going to town, this item will transform into a... Okay, this sentence makes no sense. Alright, when going into town, this item will transform another item into himself. Okay. This item can only be placed in the top or bottom parts of the bag. Interesting. Until town, this item will... Okay. ahead and use it. Oh, don't do that. It's like a champion. Nice. I actually did a good bit of damage there. Okay, so those are impassable terrain. We're learning a lot. Okay, that's a trap. Oh, bullshit. Oh, you lose everything in your bag. Oh, you hit A to play again. Interesting. You lose everything in your bag, but not the stuff on your person. Is this just a redo? Oh, I can go back into the dungeon. I see. These dungeons are not very forgiving. So, actually organizing your inventory here is valuable. This is fun. I like this. The map being where it is messes with me, but... just gotta be a little careful with these. The hitboxes are... I'm not sure why the colors are different. Let's go ahead and open our chest here. Top or bottom of the bag. Okay, that was a dead end, so let's try this way. You bastards! It appears as though they will drop stuff. Ooh, I bet you that heals me. So I'm gonna save it. You're trapped in there, buddy. Okay, it's very good to have some healing. Some in the moment healing. So those guys seem to have 75 health. It fell. There isn't anything I could do about it. didn't want to use my healing there, but I was... Oh gosh, didn't see that pot there. Okay, I'm trying to separate these guys from the... It's a good thing that I have that healing well right there. What is that? Looks like the exit of the dungeon. What? No, those are so precariously thin. Oh, awesome. It's not a one-time use thing. I can just chill in here and it'll heal me. Cool. I like it. Alright, let's check the other side of the dungeon. So the slime is hard to walk in. Slows you down. But you can dodge roll in it, but is a very... So interestingly enough, that doesn't deal damage. But it does, like, throw you... Good, those fell in a place where I could get them. Let's get rid of the little slime. Want to kill this damn thing, but... Darn, it's like it digested them. Holy shit. Well, he ate the chest, so I think I've been in here too long. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been in here too long. And I lose a whole bunch of items. Okay, so back to town. That's gonna be it for this episode. I'm not gonna... Okay, this sound's doing something weird, maybe? Okay, so there's a mechanic that keeps you out of the dungeon. That keeps you from staying in there too long. That's good to know. I do not know how saving works. I imagine that it has to do with sleeping or something. Okay, so we can keep stuff like that. Alright, so I don't know how one saves. I guess it auto-saves. Alright, well, that was Moonlighter. At least a preliminary look at it. I don't know if I'm going to keep going with it. I mean, it is an alpha. I don't want to exhaust all of its content that it currently has and then be bored when... it's going to be like Subnautica, where if I play it, I'm going to play it for a little bit until I reach a good bit of the content, and then I'm going to stop and then come back after a big update or something like that. But feel free to check it out. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. There are a little bit of grammatical errors. There are a couple graphical things, but it's an alpha. So please bear that in mind. This game is not currently available for you guys to get. I'm sorry. I think you actually might be able to back them late. I haven't been to their site to see, but I will include links in the description below, or try to remember to include links in the description below so that you guys can check it out. And yeah, feel free to leave any comments you have below, and maybe I completely missed something that is terribly obvious and it would have made the game so much better. Feel free to let me know. I am always reading the comments, always. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time, but until then, keep your gears turning.